Yo, my ballers, welcome back to another match day of What's Football with our fans, with your new favorite social football analyst, Tepiso Piti, aka Tepzoro. To those passing by, I hope you like what you see, because I certainly like what I do. But I have gang chat about ball for you ballers. Make sure to like, comment, share, as well as to subscribe. And to my ballers that already subscribed, I hope you enjoyed the content that I posted. That was the first match day. Hope you got to know a little bit of something about me, there and there. And there's still more to come. So, without further ado, let me get into match day 2, which is all about the transfer window that reunited CR7, also known as Cristiano Ronaldo. Guys, this transfer window was mad. It was mad, I tell you. Mad. And it got off to a slow start. Then Mangel with his kipan. Like, why are things moving so slowly? After the Euros finishing, as well the Copa America, there wasn't any big moves, but there was a lot of chat. Some teams had good windows, others we'll still wait to see. By me saying good, as in the new additions that were brought in, it looked like they made sense for the season. Obviously, let's start off with that team from Paris that is trying to become the new Galacticos, PSG. Just on it with the free transfers. On it. I was quite disappointed that my team, Chelsea, never got Achraf Hakimi. But then these things happen, They outpriced us at 56 million. We just didn't think he was worth it. But then seeing how they stole Gino Wijnaldum from Barca, and then also getting Donnarumma on a free, as well as Sergio Ramos on a free, that was definitely great business. Biggest surprise had to be Lionel Messi. Till this day, I am still surprised that he's actually left. Like, the time has come where the Messiah, Lionel Messi, has left Barcelona, And when the day it was announced that he's leaving, I couldn't believe it. I really thought it was fake news. After last season's episode, I thought the same could happen, because it had been said that a 2-year deal was in place. And then I think only during the weekend when it was announced that there's a press conference happening, that's when Katomo Nahan or Renom, this man is actually leaving. That's when I started to believe him. And yeah, they got the deal over the line, breaking records on the first day of first week's shirt sales. That's the power of Lionel Messi. It's a massive brand. And then coming back to it, another team that was also on the free transfer steez was Barca. Except the way they ended off the window just didn't make any sense to me. Sometimes, see that money laundering scheme named Barcelona. The long days coming up. They've already started with their long days, but there's even more long days still to come. Sergio Aguero on a free, maybe looked at as good business, but just a year ago, Luis Suarez was sold. They're around the same age. Memphis Depay was a great deal. It's a pity that it's only 2 years, but looking at it now in hindsight, him and his agents could actually see that, it being 2 years could actually benefit us, with him still being at an high age of just 27. I think he's 27. And then, the painful one was definitely Emerson Royale being signed, or if I may say re-signed, then only be sold just to balance out the books, and because money was on the table, which we have to accept, because in actual fact I thought he could have challenged Sergio Dest for that starting berth at right back, because Sergio Dest didn't have a great Serginho Dest didn't have a great first season, and Emerson has good potential to actually challenge him. Then the final day with letting Griezmann go, okay. I think we bring in Luke de Jong. Our whole Luke de Jong like, what was Ronald Koeman thinking? Like, okay, now you're trying to bring in like a long ball dimension, but this is Barcelona, where the ball must just be knocked, and you have those players in the midfield just to give that tiki-taka, keep tiki-taka, tiki-taka, keep it ticking, tick-tock, tick-tock, keep it ticking. Then you wanted to bring some dumbass nigga named Luke de Jong just for the long balls and headers. So now you're making your team square the ball into the box for him. Like, I just hope his game time is limited. Sergio Aguero, please come back soon, because it's painful seeing what's happening to that money laundering scheme, you know. That's an institution. You know what, Bartomeu started there. To a certain extent, I feel for Laporta, but he can, you know, he's bringing it back, but long days are ahead for that team. I know, long days are ahead. Now, some teams in England had an interesting transfer window. In particular, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man United, who I'll finish off with. Arsenal spent 130 million on I don't know what. I honestly don't know what. Ramsdale cost what? 30 million. We don't know if it's 30 million spent on a number 2. That's how it looked out to be. Odegaard was bought. Okay, cool. They brought in a Japanese samurai Jack, whose name I don't know. Apparently had a good performance against Norwich. But always, you know, if you can improve the team, you can improve the team, because right down the right, Bellerin's gone, Chambers is whack, Holding is whack. You know, that's a team just full of bad players. Arsenal. I honestly don't know where that 130 million went. Ben White, another English high player, you know, too much airtime. You know how these English players get overhyped. Yeah, he can help you with the ball, but a whole 130 million on all of that did not make sense. But anyways, let's see where they end up, since they only play once a week and no one need their passports for Europe, you know. The only time they'll be using their passport is if they have to play a team like Swansea or Cardiff in the League Cup or FA Cup. So hopefully they do well. Now, Liverpool's transfer window is all on keeping their main players. Those were the signings. Those were Liverpool's signings. Apart from Konate, okay, it's a shame with Harvey Elliott's injury, because him coming back from loan was also a signing. But basically that team was just saying, we keeping y'all here. Alisson, new deal. Robbo, new deal. Fabinho, new deal. Van Dijk, new deal. After a long-term injury, we're just waiting to hear if they can finalize Salah's new deal. If they do, shout out to them, because they really are a hot team. If they don't, wherever Salah goes, you know, just continue showing dust as an African giant, you know, Liverpool's very own Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibes that man brings. And then moving swiftly along to my team, Pride of London, the Blues, the European champions, all the names in the book that you want to give them. We got at the end of May 2021 will also be English champions. I said it right here. Comment down below if you don't agree with me. But that's just how I feel. We literally got what we wanted, a goal scorer. Just get Romelu Lukaku, score goals. That Mama Wamalobola named Marina Granovskaya. Amazing businesswoman, because our net spend is positive. Tammy Abraham sold for around 35 mil. Mark Gui sold for around 20 mil to Palace. Buyback closing. Tomori buy option was activated by AC Milan. That was like 25 million as well. Umsholozi to West Ham, another 25 million. And then probably from our youth academy players, the Tino Livramento, Luis Bates, Miles Perez, we probably got out of there probably, if I can say, maybe 15 mil. And all that was spent was just 98 mil on Lukaku, and then Saul just to add numbers, who I'm not really that excited about, but we'll see what he can do. last but not least, to the team based at Old Trafford that's attempting to turn the theatre of nightmares back into the theatre of dreams. This was the transfer window that reunited Ronaldo. Jadon Sancho, great prospect of the future, one of the world's best top young ballers. Varane, a CV many players would wish for, one of the best centre-backs in the world. Great profile added to Man United at a great age as well. They're looking for that number 6 that they couldn't get, and that's what I feel is going to kill them. But they just had to get CR7, the GOAT, back at Old Trafford. He couldn't have gone to the empty hand. But that would have just been painful for United supporters, and as well as all other supporters of other English teams, just to see that we officially have no chance of winning the league title. Already I was happy when they couldn't get Kane, because that would have ended it. They must just sit with Grealish. But then Ronaldo couldn't have happened. And that man literally showed the energy that fans bring when they're in the stadiums with football. Fans have been missed in football. The Viva Ronaldo chants were literally what moments like these were made of. It was embarrassing actually. A part of me felt embarrassed, and another part of me being happy. I'm not gonna lie, being happy when he scored his first. Guys, I have never, my ballers listen to me, I have never ever celebrated a Man United goal like how I celebrated CR7's first goal back, and I hope that I never ever celebrate another United goal like that, unless they're helping Chelsea, or you know there's a title race happening. But a goal with no significance except being his first goal back. My ballers, I celebrated as if I support that team. Not gonna lie to you. Like, I looked at myself afterwards like, Tippy, like, what were you doing, bro? Honestly, what were you doing? So then I realized a part of me was, I'm happy to see him back and scoring immediately. And then the energy that the crowd brought just transferred onto me in my living room. And then as well as FPL points as my captain. That benefit of knowing your captain, that your captain has scored. Lesonto says over right. And yeah, man. Yeah. That's all this transfer window. That was the biggest moment of the transfer window. And it was dope that it happened near the end. My ballers. How could I forget Peter Drury's madness on the mic? Wow. What a guy, what a talent. I swear the arrival of CR7 literally set his poetry in motion. Mans was like hitting some other ones like, what? Weaved in red. What? How did he start? Something like Manchester, Madrid, to Turin, back to Manchester. Vintage. Beyond evaluation. Beyond forgery imitation. What? My ballers, are you hearing those lines? I was literally like listening to it in awe. Like, what's this man saying? Like, what's Jim Beglin saying when he's looking at this man go off? Literally. Just for one chance. And that's exactly the power of this transfer window reuniting Ronaldo. Like, the fans literally came alive again in literally what I feel is the first season back with fans. As much as we got to see bits and pieces of the European leagues having fans last season as well as with the Euros, here stadiums are full, the football intensity is back, the speed of play is up again. La Liga, the games are flowing. It's no more as slow as without fans. There's goals being produced in the EPL. Okay, Bundesliga is always mad with goals. Like, football is just fast. Italy, there's a vibe now when you're watching games in the Serie A. So yeah, I'm just happy. This transfer window was set to be the trailer for next season's, but we ended up just getting the movie. there are monsters free next season. In Ronaldo, Pogba free agent, Mbappe free agent, Lewandowski 1 year left with ambitions to play elsewhere, Haaland 75 million release clause, more open to be activated, with Dortmund being more open to the idea of having him leaving. But instead, people just went off now, straight up, and hence why I say this transfer window was a movie, and literally the greatest transfer window of all time. Let's see what next year offers. I still think it's going to be mad, but we'll just have to wait and see, my ballers. And yeah, thanks for tuning in to another match day of What's Football with our fans. Make sure to like, comment, share, as well as to subscribe, and tell me what was your moments of the transfer window and who your winners and losers were. Until next time, my ballers, live long.